Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris and this is Restoration Rescue. So last week we came in and put on the grill. This week we are going to start moving into the engine bay and moving towards the firewall of getting everything squared away. Get the horn installed, get the radio tie down installed, and start working back till we have the spot for the windshield. Now, we will have to get the truck back in the paint booth for the roof. I need to re-clear it. That I need to clean, re-clear, and the truck will be good there. But we have some work to do up ahead. We also have to get the back still in the paint booth and painted. I haven't had a lot of motivation to get out there because it has been hot. And that works almost like a greenhouse. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna pop the hood. We're gonna start trying to wire up those turn signal bulbs and lights. They've already been put in. They were easy to put in. Obviously, we restored them in a video a while back. And now we're here. So we've gotten those restored. Now we need to get them wired up to here through the hood. So let's go ahead, open up the hood and start working on wiring that thing up. So first and foremost, the first thing that we need to do is remove the hood brace. So we're gonna just unbolt this one, just this side. The other side is where it's supposed to be and won't get moved. Also, as you can see, painted with these on. So the backside is still black and we have some white primer still showing through. Nothing that we're gonna worry about because it looks okay. Now what we need to do is start running wiring. So this wire right here is gonna run down through here, down here, and out a hole over here so that it can make it to its spot. So let's go ahead and start trying to fish these two wires into this hole. Now the hole is gonna be over here, right in here, I believe, because it goes right to here. So we're gonna go ahead and try and fish these wires through the hole. So actually we are gonna go with more of an OE design. So I thought originally it would come out here, but after looking at some manufacturer photos or like original photos of original trucks, it actually bolts in right here. So it comes right out here, comes over and bolts in here. So I know you can see right here, it doesn't look beautiful because we have the primer to paint. That's okay, I'm not worried about it, that's covered up. So what we have to do is move up to the hood. Sorry, you're not gonna see too well, but up here, there is a line right here and a piece where it plugs into a connector. So not a connector, but like a protector. And it comes in and it goes down here. So we got a bunch of those. We are gonna put those in and get these where they need to go. So I didn't really get a good video of this, but we have the wires hooked up, not hooked up, but I got the little clip in. I used one that we had for the brake brackets. It is insulated, so I'm not worried about it rubbing. It was a quite big pain. Now, I kind of want to show you if I can find my wrench. how we did this. So I took a nut because it was really difficult to get in there. So what I did is I took a nut and I went back through there. Now, this is a 9mm wrench, or sorry, 8mm wrench, and I used 8mm bolt and nut. Now, when I put it in, it fell right through. So what I did is I took a piece of tape, put it behind here to tape that in, and went in. Now, unfortunately, one fell off and is currently sitting in that piece. So whatever, not a big deal. Now it is time to wire. So now what we need to do, and I'll kind of show you guys, is this is the clip that came with the kit to go in. Now these are going to, if I don't step on the camera, I'm sorry, are going to go in like this. Now, from the diagram, the two browns are going to meet and go in here, and the other colors are here for the turn signal. So let's go ahead and start wiring these up. All right, so now those lights are all wired in. Now let us see if they work. Sounds like I have headlights, and now I have the marker lights. So now let's see if the turn signals will work. All right, that didn't work. And that side don't look like it'll work. All right, so we're gonna have to sit down and diagnose why we don't have turn signals, but that's not a big deal to me right now. Now what we have is we have headlights and we have marker lights. So that is awesome. So we're gonna open up the hood and we're gonna keep fighting through the wiring and getting everything wired up in the front end of this truck. As you might be able to see over here, we do have tail lights right now because I'm grounding them out to see if maybe that would do anything turn signal. Okay, well, we have lights for a little bit. That's good enough. Let's go ahead, kill the lights, and save our battery. So we set up the horn, and the horn is here. Now we just have to run some wiring to it. Now we just gotta figure out which wire goes to where, because we need to find a ground as well. And we are going to ground it out into here, which means I probably have to take this panel back off, or just figure out a way to get into it, maybe a little lower. But we're gonna figure out how to ground this thing out and get this horn hooked up. So let's go ahead and start wiring. So as we can see, the interior is now a complete mess. And now what happened is we put in the horn. Now that seems weird to have all of this stuff torn apart because of the horn. Now the problem that we ran into is the horn is constant. So we found out what we believe is we tried everything. So we have everything hooked up correctly. The relay is working. We even put a new relay in. And now just a hint for anybody who ever wires American Auto Wire, the relay that they're using is from a 73 to like 85 C10 pickup. Now, what we believe the issue to be, after we redid the cup and everything, dielectric grease and everything, is this turn signal switch. Now, what we believe is the electrical that goes into it is bad, and we are not grounding out that push button. So we tore everything apart and we did a bunch of wiring, as you can see, testing. We have power, we have ground, we have everything we need, except when we get up into the column. Can't really test a lot there. We lose a lot. We've tried some things, read a lot of stuff on the internet, and can't figure that out. So I have a new wiring harness and turn signal set coming, which is awesome. That'll be good. So what we need to do now is we need to continue getting this wiring mess figured out. So as you can see, it is a mess. So we have most of the front end done though. We're gonna come over here to the front and talk a little bit about up here. So everything is pretty much wired, except for one thing, and that is the temperature sensor coming from that harness back there. It is this random green wire right here, but we don't have the connector. So ordered connector from American Auto Wire as well. And then you see that random green wire, that's gonna go out because this one has a one post temperature sensor on the side of the engine down here. Can't see it. Everything else is set though. Now the only thing left in the engine bay, once that wiring is taken care of, is the heater hoses. So once the heater hoses are run and run through the firewall, the front end will be completely done. So I need to wrap the wiring. Obviously, I'm going to wrap it up in this tape that I also got from American Auto Wire. Pretty good tape. It's like a cloth tape, almost like hockey tape, except not as sticky. That works. Everything on the hood is done. So the hood is complete. The grille is complete. I have no issues there. The lighting looks awesome. Everything else is set. The brakes are good for the most part. They are braking, doing their job. And then we have to come back and move into here. So here we have to pull this panel off and we are going to have to install our wipers. We also have to put in something here, a windshield. And then we have the interior that we have to finish out. We have a radio to get, we have the glove box, we have all the wiring, and then the interior will be done. We do have to put on sun visors, that's not a big deal. Our glue-on set, we also have stuff down here, like the metal plate and some more stuff there. And then we have this to put on, the gas filler, which obviously we're not going to be using because we went back here. And then we have the bed. So we are running out of things to do, which I know that sounds bad, but it's actually good because we are getting very, very, very close to the very end of this. So we have windows to put in, we have doors to put in, we have the bed to build, we have all the wiring set up back here. Now we're going to talk about the wiring back here. This is kind of simple. Let me get this big box out of the way that has parts. So back here is kind of simple. So we have two wires that go in here, one for the ground and one for the power on our fuel tank sender. We have our gas tank here. And now we have just lighting, wiring harnesses, and this is all right. We have some more things that need to go that we need to make up, as in like tag lights, bumper lights, anything of that nature. We obviously don't have a third brake light, but we are definitely coming along. We have bedwood that we need to stain, and we have a lot of stuff to do. Unfortunately, today it is pouring rain out, so we're not going to get to any painting this week. We're not going to get the other door done just yet. We're ready for the door on that side. We do have, as you can see over here, we still need to sand and do everything and prep for that and just get everything ready. We also have a fender in the back of that truck and a fender over there that we need to do some work on and get ready for its paint coat. We have parts all over the place for this thing, but what's definitely coming along. So now that is going to be a wrap for today's video. So it doesn't seem like we did a whole heck of a lot. A lot of it was diagnostics today. So we are getting close to the finish line. We have 4 months. So it's May 2nd. I want to have this thing pretty much ready by September. So have this thing ready to go driving consistently, not having really a lot of demons. Electrical is what I'm really worried about. But just not having a lot of things left to do on the truck. I don't care if my heater core isn't set up. That's not a big deal to go to Nashville. That can happen when we come back or down the road. Not a big deal. Not something that, oh my God, if I don't have it done, I'm going to be upset. I just want the interior and the exterior to look done and it be able to drive. I'm really excited to drive around the track this year. That would be an absolute blast. We will be there. So if you're going to be there, let us know in the comments now, and make sure to find us when you're there. So, like I said, that is going to be a wrap for today's video. Unfortunately, I know it doesn't seem like we did a lot, but we really did. We did a lot of diagnostic stuff off camera, so we think we have a lot of stuff figured out. And I know, just real quick point, I know I say we a lot, and now I've gotten this question a couple times. We is everybody. Everybody who's put time into this project. Tim, myself, my parents, Mickey, Gino, everybody down the list that's ever helped. I know I'm forgetting a lot of names. And of course, you guys. We are one big family here. Every single person who watches is part of the family. We love you guys. But with that, we will see you guys next week when we continue working on the channel and working on this truck and trying to get this thing down the road. So we'll see you guys next Saturday.